Yo, guys. It is Old Man G here, back again for another show. Thank you guys for those who are tuning in. Really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, We United, and smash that notification button. I know I've not done a live show in a while since the game. It has obviously been an international break. I'll be honest, I couldn't really care less about international football, at least the friendlies anyway. Instead of major tournaments, I've literally just been like resting, working, etc. But I've not produced a lot of content, and I apologize for that. And hopefully, I'll be able to get some member videos going on as well as a few videos to record this week. We are going to be doing a watch along for the Southampton game. We are going to do the match reaction for that game, and I think that the United content certainly is going to be coming in thick and fast because the games are going to be coming in thick and fast, especially with the Europa League starting, I think, next week, because United will be off to FC Trent. But before we get into it, like I said, guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter and smash the notification button. This show, originally, Tom, I was going to be doing this Tom, but unfortunately, Tom, something came up with Tom, so that's fine. But we'll probably be back again with we'll probably be back again with Tom for another show later. But obviously, if any questions with me, we want to discuss things, let me know. We will get into it. Hope this is a live interactive show. If you want to get involved, the link in the description to come on the StreamYard. So if you want to get involved in the conversation about what you think tonight's best starting 11 is, then the StreamYard link is in the description. Hop on to the show. In fact, while I'm doing that, let me just. I'm gonna send this link out. Ten Hag's best starting 11 live show. Okay, so that's on Twitter as well. For those who want to join in, it's in the chat as well. So yeah, get involved. Definitely get involved. Big up, Maddie. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you are doing well, buddy. Tupper as well, man. Hope you're doing well, man. And Raja, yeah. Hopefully, like I said, this can be certainly a good and interactive show, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing what your views are. So yeah, guys, everyone just let me know. Okay. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Like I said, this is the best, what I deem to be Ten Hag's United's best starting 11. Now, this will include players that are injured. But there's a caveat to that, and I'll come to that later. But if you are, so it's the whole squad. Given the United's best whole squad, this is the starting 11 I think that Ten Hag is likely to or should go with. Now, I think we've got to start off with the bottom. Now, the reality is that we. So big Rajat says big up BF and MM play a fake forward box. Big up your box. Sorry, a long time no see box. I've not seen you in a while. Sandy says we need a 3-5. I don't disagree with that actually. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree that Manchester United probably need a 3-5-2 formation. But the only reason why I'm going with the Stanford 3 is that I just know that that's not what we're going to play. So while this, I think, this is going to be this is Ten Hag's best. I also want to be realistic at the same time as well, being like, this is the best starting 11 in terms of players that Ten Hag has access to. But realistically, he's not going to go to 3-5-2. He's not going to do that. Like, even though I think it would be reasonable for him to do so. So that's a fair point. When do we give Banier a chance? I mean, I would give him a chance right away. I would definitely give Banier a chance right away. I'd give him a chance. But it's a difficult one. I mean, let's have the debate. In fact, let's put that in the chat. Let me put that in the chat, guys. What would you guys think? Because I want to make this interactive. So I'm going to put a poll in the chat because although this is a show. This is also a kind of relaxed show, an interactive. So I'll put this. Who should be in goal? Let's have a look. Onana or Bayern, because he only had one performance last, and that was against. Now, I mean, if it was me, and I'll start the poll there. So let me know what you think, and who's better. What I would say is that I would suspect that he's probably going to be in goal. I would think that he's probably going to be in goal for the Europa League games. That's what I think. If I was Ten Hag, I'd go, he's not going to drop him from the Premier League games. So make, like, certainly in the group stages, give him a chance in the Europa League. Because for me, that's probably the chance to see what he can do in consecutive games. And of course, if he now is performing to a really, really high ability in the Europa League, you can maybe make a case that, okay, now we can drop Onana potentially. But I just don't see him dropping Onana, certainly in the Premier League. But then I guess the converse is that maybe Ten Hag might think, well, maybe I want to give Onana's confidence or make it confidence higher, play him in the Europa League. So I don't know. But if I was Ten Hag, the best way for me would be to start him in the Europa League. You know, you've got FC Trent next week. You know, why not? The Europa League this season, because of the lack of Champions League drop-ins, is going to be far easier than it would be in subsequent seasons, because there's no teams from. I think as bad as United's season might be, I still think United should be seen as one of the favourites to win the Europa League. You know, aside from Spurs, who also have problems, I don't know anyone else. You know, you got Lazio, not great. Frankfurt, I think, are in it, and Roma, and that's about it, really. You know, Leacher can never play. I agree. We're going to get to that as well. To go, but I want to see Bayern in the MA Europa League and the game versus Barnes. We need to see them in competitive. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Europa League, you know, Barnsley. There's no reason why not has to play against Barnsley. Put him in there, see what he does. Exactly. Bayern Onana does even working, even though he signed him. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what I'm going to see what the poll says. What was the poll saying? It's so far, well, only 4 votes. It's 50-50. Well, what I'll do is we'll come back to that. I will put Onana in goal, simply because I just think that it would be easy to say Binder, but the thing is, he's still an unknown quantity right now. He still is. We don't know him. And he could just as well not work out for Ten Hag as well. So we've got to see more of him. So I think there's enough to say, and there's the bench there. So I'll put that there so as you can see. So you go, Onana go, and then Bayanda there on the bench. So we're obviously going to do the starting 11, but I also think it's important to have, like, we'll also talk about who you think should be on the bench or should come in, etc., as like a backup as well. So we are doing starting 11 and bench as well, just to keep the interactive as well. I think we've got to start with the centre backs. I think, and I don't know what you guys think, like I said, so let me know. But I think you got to play. It's got to be. I mean, De Ligt had a mare today. I saw De Ligt have a mare today. De Ligt did have a mare today. Okay, De Ligt had a mare. It wasn't good. It is what it is, but he did have a mare today. But even though De Ligt did have a mare today, I still think you got to play him and Leacher. You got to play him and Martinez. You got to, because the alternative is, you know, I'm not saying Maguire is bad. I think actually Maguire's been okay, but he's also been, you know, So where's Lisandro? There we go, Lisandro. So you got to give Lisandro. And then bench-wise behind him, I think you could Maguire on the bench there. Okay. And then, you know, it's going to be De Ligt. And then again, like I said, let me guys know what you guys think in the chat and bench. So yeah, well, it'll be Euro. It'll be Euro. It probably would be, yeah, Lenny Euro. When he comes back, it will probably be between him and Lenny Euro. That is what I would imagine would be the case. it is interesting because he probably was bought in to start. Of course, he's got injured now, so he's going to have to fight his way back into the team. I would imagine. I don't think Ten Hag is going to just rush him back into the squad. But was it going to be Martinez and Lenier? Was it going to be? Because you've got to remember, guys. You know, initially Ineos wanted Todibo, they couldn't get him. They wanted Todibo and Braithwaite, you know, and then of course Lenier came along, and then of course so for me, De Ligt was probably fourth centre back choice, I think. So I'd imagine it would be Lisandro and Euro as the centre backs, with De Ligt competing with Euro for that spot. That's what I think. But let me know what you think. Let's look at some comments. At the moment, I think Maguire is the best CB wise, but over the season, you think Leisha De Ligt would be the pair. Yeah, this is fair. I think Maguire. I still think that there's been one or two issues with Maguire, but I agree. I've had no issue with I've had no issue with Maguire. Certainly this season, certainly for a while, to be honest. I think Maguire, De Ligt may be the alternate. Maguire and Edmonton. But that's what I'm saying with Euro in. Yeah. I think Euro in. So remember, I'm taking into account the whole squad, even the players that are injured. So I just given the fact that, because you got to remember, like, if Euro was fit and playing, would Manchester United have gone for De Ligt? I don't know. I think they might have still. I'm not 100% sure. I just feel like Euro's injury forced Manchester United's hand, and they went for De Ligt, or they were more likely to go for De Ligt. So that's why I feel like De Ligt and Euro are going to be the ones that are going to probably be competing for their spot. Is what I think. But we'll see what happens. I think. Maguire is all right. When you come back, Maguire is back to fourth choice. Yeah, I would disagree with that. But we'll see what happens, because, like I said, Maguire for me has been decent, and certainly considering that Lindelof doesn't seem to be available, you'd think that when you've got to think about contracts now, because Maguire's contract is expiring soon. So you've got to think about those things, Leach has been rubbish since the injury. I wouldn't say that. But yeah, it's certainly been a hindrance, because I mean, certainly playing for Argentina, he's been solid. So I don't know whether it's the running games United. I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a look. Okay, let's go for. Big up everyone who's watching also on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch as well. If you're watching on Twitch, please follow. Twitter, follow, and YouTube, subscribe, please. It makes a big difference. And smash that like button as well. Right back is interesting. And fullbacks are interesting because, and maybe it's best to start with left back, because I want to put Shaw here. I do. But and maybe this is another debate. And in fact, let me take the poll down and put another one down, because I generally want to pay it's still 50-50 Ben on thing. Okay, I'm gonna end this poll. I'm gonna put another one. But because I want to play Shaw here, and I say because he is our best back, he's unplayable. But the problem is that he's not available. He's never available. And part of this best starting 11, it's not just about ability, it's also about availability. There's no point in saying that this person is part of Ten Hag's best starting 11 if they're never available for Ten Hag. So I'll be honest, I mean, I'll put a poll, again, should Luke Shaw should Luke Shaw stay at United? Should he go? Should he stay, or should he sell? Because, like I said, I've loved no Shaw. I think he's good, but he's not available. He's not available, and so if you're not available, you can't be. You just can't, you know. How about I could try. Yeah, sure. Low when he's makes a positive into the team, but he's so yeah, reliable. It got to be Rossi. Played Tyrell. He's the next Patrice ever. Well, I mean, we've not seen Tyrell either. You know, I don't know whether he's available. I don't know. They both never fit. Like, I mean, and if anything, what's wild is that it sounds like Malacia is probably going to be back before Shaw. That's what it sounds like. I mean, let me, because it looks like Malacia. Let's see, Malacia. Let me look. Malacia injury news. Let's see where Malacia is. Because let's see, because Mount. Well, we'll talk about Mount in a second. We'll talk about Mount in a second. Let's see what where Malacia is, because so Rasmus maybe after the international break, because he's potentially a problem, but at least he's played games. So things he is not that far, but he's now in a progress situation. As a short notice, at relatively short notice, you can again return team training and then into team performance in games. I think it'll be possible in 2 months. Right. Okay. So Malacia is not going to be back until at least October, maybe November time. Sure. Against Southampton, September 14th. So actually, maybe Shaw might be come back sooner rather than later. Man. Yeah, it was, I think, a knee. What injuries? It was a knee. What does it say? What is he? He had surgery on his. He went surgery on his knee surgery. I assume it was probably like a really bad ACL. Okay, I'm gonna literally. I'm gonna put Shaw here. They said he's gonna be around for September. I hope I don't regret putting Shaw here. I really hope I don't regret putting Shaw here. I'm hope that we can at least get 10 games in a row from this guy. I'm going to put him there. Assuming he's going to be available against Southampton on the 14th. It is shout out. And then on the bench, you probably got to put Amas. Is he even I don't know if he's in the team selector. Is he in the team selector? Yeah, I don't think he is. As a current player, is a stored. Yeah, I don't see him. Amas, it's not here. MAA. So okay. So he has no bench, but the bench would be Amas. The bench would be Amas. Or I guess in theory, Dallo. But I don't like. I'll be honest. Dallo is not, and this is supposed to be the best. Dallo is not a left back, and neither is Matsuara. They're not left backs. But here's the question. So we're going to keep this with Luke Shaw versus Amas here, and hope that Luke Shaw starts. But here's the question: who do you start, Matsurari, or and this is another damn? I'm gonna keep on ending these polls. They're gonna be thick. These polls are gonna be thick and fast, guys. Should Luke Shaw stay United? 80% of you say no. So fair play to that. Now, here's the question: who should start? Matsawari? Who should be the starting right back? Or Dallo? That is a debate. Because when Luke Shaw does come back, it is going to be one. It is going to be one. It's actually very good competition on that side. For the first time, we've got a position where you've got two key players, and there's good competition. Where I'm like, right, okay, we can pick. I can't remember the last time we United formation or a team where I could think of, oh, there's actually good. I don't mean that there's another player that can play there. In the case of the centre backs, I mean, no, there's good competition in this position. So yeah, as I said, I think they will definitely share the role. But I'm just trying to think, and like I said, that's why I'm putting the poll up there. Who do you think should actually be the one who starts? And for me, I would probably just say, it's hard because Dalot. I don't think you can bench Dalot. You can't bench Dalot, but Matsouari is De Gea was I agree. But Romero, I think, should have played more, is the only thing. I think De Gea played too many games. I don't know. I might have to come back to this one. I'm probably going to leave that right back up to you guys in the poll. So the poll is there. So vote and let me know, because I don't know. I don't know. I think that and that's a testament to Matsouari coming in, and being really solid, being really solid. And I think that I would generally be interested, because it was that partnership between him and Antony that really helped Ajax. I'd be very interested to see how he plays with Antony. That's something that I want to see. Because whenever I see people about Antony, I'd be interested to see how they link up. They're both going to play. There's no doubt about it. But I guess if you had to pick, because let's just say United get to another final, an FA Cup final, Europa League final, all these are possible. Someone has got to start, and someone's going to be on the bench. And I don't know which one. I think so far, I would probably go with Matsouari, and that's no disrespect to Dalot. But I just want to see. He's impressed me so far for someone who is, because Dalot has been impressive and it's been impressive for a while, but like when he started, he wasn't. Whereas Matsouari has literally just played a few games and has been, solid. So I would be interested to see how Matsouari could develop, But like I said, we'll probably come back to that, and I'll probably slot that in as soon as I've got some data from the poll, and then we'll take things on there. Let's move up to the midfield here. Let me see if I can adjust the. Well, I don't really need to adjust the formation. Oh, there's shirts. Oh, there's shirts there. I've not used this one before. And then there's the icons like that, which are FIFA icons, and then the numbers that I think. Yeah, I think I prefer the players though. I think the things are better. Okay, yeah. So the midfield. The midfield is gonna be interesting. And in fact, let me change the formation slightly, because I suspect we'll play a sort of two holding situation. Let's have a look. Not that. Something like this. So I would imagine that Ugarte is going to come in. I would imagine that Manuel Ugarte is going to come in, and that Casemiro is going to be to the bench. I don't know what people think about that. The more I look back at the game, the more, and I felt bad for Casemiro, because the reality is that, especially if you watch what Slot said after the interview, he knew what was going to happen. Slot got his tactics completely right. And they isolated Casemiro, and then they isolated Maino in the second half, and they cooked us. So will Ugarte do better? I don't know. We'll see what happens. He's obviously going to be faster than Casemiro. He's going to get up. And I feel bad for the guy, but he did make those mistakes, but they weren't solely on him. They were also on, I think, the tactics. And that's why Ten Hag, at least in my opinion, needs to take some responsibility. But I would suspect Ugarte will come in, and Casemiro will be on the bench, is what I would say. Get Luke Barber sure to go. Yeah, I would think so. I think so. But remember, this is the best. This is all the squad. This is including all the squad, is it? Fenerbahce, that's the apparently so. So next, obviously, is going to be Maino. It's gonna be Mainu. It's gonna be Mainu. It's that I don't think there's any debates. It's gonna be Kobe Mainu. I would imagine the Collier kid. How do you pronounce? I'll just spell it. Let's see. Is it Collier? Let me see. He would probably be Mainu's backup. Yeah, Toby Collier. Okay, it's double L. Okay, let me see. Some of the academy kids, they don't have the academy. They don't have a lot of the United Academy kids on the thing, as you could imagine in the thing. So, but probably from next year. Yeah, unfortunately. But that's the person who I would say would be in Maine's Toby. Probably, yeah, Main exactly. Toby's going to be there. I think he came on and had an assured performance. And I would like to see more of Toby because you know Kobe can't play every single game. Kobe can't play every single game. He can't. So for me, you alternate Kobe and Toby. You see how Chelsea are protecting their players because they've got obviously the World Cup afterwards, FIFA Club World Cup. For me, we should do the same. There are more Europa League games this season. There's going to be, I would hope United don't finish in like the bottom 8 or whatever, so that we don't have to play 2 extra games because the rest will be good. But it's still more games than the previous 6. Because in the previous Europa League, you'd have 6 games, home and away, home and away, home and away. That's it. Now you have 8, 4 at home and 4 away. So even though it's only 2 additional games, it's still more games. So for me, Kobe's got to play more on the. Collier's got to, or Toby's got to play more in the Europa League, and Mainu's got to get some rest, especially for league games. Right, moving on. Let me just see the poll. How are we doing poll-wise with so far? It's still 50-50. Come on, I need some more votes, guys. Matsuwari or Dallo, man. I need some more votes. I need some more votes. Eriksen is back up there. No. I don't want Eriksen anywhere near this starting line, man. No way. He was good for the first season, and then he got injured. And then ever since that Carroll injury, he's just not been the same. His passing has been bad. It's been slow. It's over for Christian Eriksen. Even though I respect how much he came back with what happened to him. So, but at United, it's not looking good. Right, next 3. Obviously, team captain is gonna be We'll wait for that in a second. What's this? These are anyway. I'm getting distracted. Bruno's. It's supposed to be the best starting 11, isn't it? Bruno's not been good. Mount has been okay, but he's getting into Luke Shaw injury territory prone, where I can't rely on the guy. I just can't rely on Bruno anymore. Sorry, on Moore. So it is going to be Bruno here. It is going to be Bruno here. Even though I think that he's really not been that good, especially someone who's just signed a new contract, he's not. And then, as a sub, you probably put probably put Mount here. I guess it's going to be Mason Mount. I don't think you can play the 2 of them together still, even though they both press. But it's probably going to be Mount there. The right wing is where we have but I would suspect it's got to be it's with Sancho gone to Chelsea and Anthony neither here nor there. It's got to be Ahmad. Where is he? Oh, please tell me what? Yes. Okay. It's got to be Ahmad, and then Anthony will be on the bench. There we go. That is just that's it. That is it. I don't want any of this Garnacho on the right, Rashford on the right to fit in. Ahmad is our right winger. If it's not Sancho, who's obviously gone, and Anthony will have to hold bench for a while. That's just how it is. Full stop. No one is going to on your live stream. Yeah, no, I put the link out, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. So I mean, Tom had to. I was originally going to do the show with Tom, but he had to drop out last minute. So we'll probably do a live stream together at some point soon. In fact, I'm wanting to bring the Red Devil Weekly Q&As back because I like those Q&As on Friday nights or the end of the week where it could be just chilled and people could just ask questions and we could just have a general footballing talk outside of just Manchester United, but almost like a Q&A, but also review the Premier League, do these different things. So let me know. And usually Tom would come with me and Tom will do that together. So let me know if you like a Q&A or the Red Devil studio Q&A to come back. Let me know. Mount kind of great off the ball. He is. He's not that bad. A guy is unsafe to go Yargate. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we got Ahmad there. And then okay, so this is interesting here. Now, yeah, it's not interesting. It's gonna be Garnacho should be here. Let's be honest. It should be Garnacho. And then it's Rashford as the backup. On form, and we're talking best. That's what it should be. Garnacho on the left, Rashford as backup. That should be what it. There's no debate. Martial gone. You have no left wingers. That's just how it should be. And obviously Sancho would play there as well, but he can't. The team captain is obviously going to be Bruno, so I'll put Bruno there. And then striker, it will be Højlund when he comes back, I think. You know, yeah, there we go. It'll be Højlund, even though I still think we need an experienced striker. I think we need an experienced striker. But it's going to be Højlund when he comes back, and then we'll probably have Xerxes as the backup. Joshua Xerxes as the backup. Okay. I just think as soon as he's Højlund is back, he probably will go back, and Xerxes will be those. So at least there's competition for both of them. But I still think Manchester United need we need an experienced striker. I know that it's difficult to find them, but an experienced striker is needed. That's just my personal opinion. What did Box say? The last time Anthony started that was wild. Although we had tons of injuries, but still, it was embarrassing. That's why I'm worried about Palace. People like Palace away are like, do you remember what happened last season? Palace away. I don't know why people were thinking that we're going to beat Palace away, man. Especially as they held Chelsea. I don't think that at all. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. I'm going to end the poll, yeah, because end the poll. So 47 to say Dallo should start and then Matt Sarari. So that's what we'll do. So I'm going to end the poll now and change it. So let's just change that. Let's go back to our lineup here. It's going to be Dallo who's starting, and then Matt Sarari on the bench, which is fair enough, and that is a testament to how well Dallo has been playing. So just for everyone's, so this is what we believe will confirm best Manchester United starting 11. So Nana in goal, De Ligt and Martinez the centre backs, Luke Shaw when he's fit as the left back, Dalot as the right back, Mainu, Ugarte, Bruno, Alejandro Garnacho, Amad Diallo, and Rasmus Højlund up top. I mean, geez, it's weird, guys. But I look at this team. I think this is a team. Despite the money that's been spent, despite everything, I still look at this team and go, "This is a team that's not going to win Champions League or Premier League." You know, I don't know if it's because of Bruno still being here, or because of the reliance on Amad and Alejandro and Højlund kids basically to score the goals and carry the front line. But I just look at this and go, like, you look at this score front three, Alejandro Garnacho, Højlund, and Ahmad, all kids, all under 23, I think. And then I compare them to Liverpool's front line with Salah, with, Darwin Núñez, with, Jota. I compare it to City's one with Højlund and Foden and, Bernardo Silva and Savo and, and then, Arsenal's front line even, and it's just the lack of experience is here. Like it's so present, it's palpable. It is palpable. And I don't know what to do about it. That leaves Heath and Malacidinov, Evans, Eriksson, Gore, Whitley as their backups. Yes, or certainly for the squad. Although I suspect that these guys are going to come in more often than not. I would definitely think we don't scare anyone with this team. You're right, Jordan. We don't. This team, and this is why after finishing this, I'm looking and going, as I said, this is not a team for me that is going to challenge for the title of the Champions League. This is a team that is still a work in progress and may win like a cup. If they get a good cup run, then this is a team that I could easily see, because they've done it before, winning a cup, whether that's the FA Cup, whether that's the Europa League, whatever, going on a good cup run. But a sustained performance in the Premier League, no. And to compete with the big boys in the Champions League, no. Getting there, but no. Who's your first choice? Who's your first choice manager? Well, the first choice manager is here because he's still employed by United. Is Ten Hag there, as you can see. So, but as far as who would be next, I don't know. I would have said either Flick or Nagelsmann, but they're both occupied right now. So I'll be honest, I have no idea. I have no idea who should be the next Manchester United manager. Definitely not Tuchel and definitely not Conte. I know those two are definitely out and not Poch. So I've got no idea. You just hope that it works and then leave it at that. Really, that's it. That's what I think. And obviously, we got the backups as well that they're as part of the squad. So, but yeah, really, this is it. But like I said, I just don't think this team scares anybody. It's a top, Almond, Almond could be good, Sporting, he could be. This team for me is a top 7 team. It's a top 7 team. Top 6, top 7, I think. Yeah, let's say top 6. Let's say a top 6 team. Yeah, and it's a young squad as well. But yeah, for me, this is a top 6/7 team. Is it a top 4 team? Well, when you look at Arsenal squad, City squad, Liverpool squad, it doesn't compare to them. And then you're left with Spurs, Newcastle, Villa, and Brighton. So I guess maybe, but the fact that I'm considering those others, it tells me that it's a top 6, top 7 squad, because United are competing with all of those teams for top 4, as opposed to Arsenal, Liverpool, and City, who I think are pretty much set for top 4 again. That's what I would say. Exactly, 4 to 8 sort of team. A team that could potentially, if Newcastle bottle it, if Spurs bottle it, and are struggling, if Villa, can't manage the games with the Champions League and all the rest of it, and Brighton, go back, do what they usually do, which is have a good first half of the season and go pitch at the end, then yeah, United can get a top 4, but that's very contingent on those other teams. And Newcastle look like they're grinding out results. And well, yeah, exactly. Chelsea even are dark horses, although apparently they've got a civil war right now. So I'm not entirely sure how that will translate to the team on the background with Bowley versus Clearlake. So that would make things interesting. But it is, and yeah, well, it's experience. It's inexperience. The only experience in this team is Bruno, Dallo, I guess, Shaw, and I guess Martinez, maybe, if you call him experience, probably. Yeah, maybe you call him that. Maybe you call him that. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that is our show today. I mean, like, let me know what you think about this starting 11. So it's getting quite late in the UK right now, so I should probably head off. So, but let me know what you think, guys. Like I said, is this a starting 11 that's going to? I mean, we could have done with 2021 exactly. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Imagine Cavani. If we had Cavani younger, man. Jeez, man. If we only had Cavani younger. I don't regret the Cavani signing. I don't. But he was injury prone a lot. But yeah, guys, that's the show. That's the wrap. I know we'd probably talk with things, but obviously Premier League football coming back. Stay tuned for the watch the Southampton versus because we are playing Southampton, aren't we? Is it? Yeah, we are playing Southampton. United watch along this weekend. And also let me know in the chat as well, guys. I said if you want a Q&A, if you want that back, I'm happy to bring that back. It'd be great to get stuck into all things Manchester United. Well, not all things Manchester, all things football, or other things as well. You know, so because those Q&As were always really fun and really chilled, and I'm always happy to answer your questions. Anyway, guys, remember if you're new to the channel to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter at WeUnitedX and smash the notification button. Have a nice day, guys, and cheers. Peace, peace, peace.